The mind likes to think that it's the manifester. It likes to think that it knows how to manifest. But all it knows is itself. All it believes in is itself. It's up to you to decide whether or not you're going to identify with the mind or the thoughts or the emotions that come in. Or if you're just going to notice them as what they are, as thoughts, as not you. They're just passing. They're things within your awareness. You are the observer of them. And the awareness is you. That is the real. That is the real you. Awareness isn't a thing, although sometimes I refer to it as it, right? But it's not a thing. It's not an object. It just is. That is what you are. A desire appears in your awareness, and that's when you get to choose. But it appears in your awareness because you're all there is. So it's appearing to you, and that's when you get to choose. Do you want to experience this thing? Do you want to continue on? If not, then you don't choose it. You don't select it. But you're not attaching to that thought or this desire or any emotions or feelings that arise within your awareness when you think of that thing, when that thing appears there. So I also see that you asked about or said that you are stuck on this. The thing is, when we're trying to understand it, I want you to recognize that it's not you trying to understand this. This is the ego. It needs to figure everything out. All right? When we're digging and really trying to wrap our minds around how can this be? I know that it's because you're trying to understand things, but when we find ourselves in these cycles of getting more confused, it's because the ego is trying to understand something that it cannot. It can't. The separate self, the ego, cannot wrap its mind around it. Can't wrap its mind around this. All it knows is itself. It makes shit up and just confuses everything. So how do you know if your desire is coming from the I am or if it's coming from ego? Well, all desires are appearing in your awareness. So they are from your awareness. They are from I am. They're all coming from you, okay? Not the ego you, not the separate self you, but I am. The ego is the one who's trying to condition it, attach feelings, thoughts, emotions, circumstances, experiences, all that to those desires, and having you go in loops and thinking incessantly about how to get this desire, because it thinks that when the desire comes in, it's like, well, I have to do something to get this thing. But awareness, it just is. You just are. That's what you are. So if you have a desire, it's coming from awareness. It's coming from the real you. Ego doesn't create desires. The ego conditions desires. It's trying to get you to perform for this desire. So that's when you know that if that's happening, that's when you know that the ego has grasped onto it and is conditioning it. But the original desire comes from awareness, because you are all that is. You're all things. So that's where it comes from. It's not this like egoic thing to want something. It's the identity with the ego that conditions these desires to make you think that you shouldn't have this desire, or it's wrong. It's trying to, it qualifies it and telling you that you shouldn't want this thing, or you don't deserve this thing, or this thing won't ever happen to you or for you because of X, Y, and Z. Ego tries to get you to think that you're separate from these desires, because it can't know awareness. It can't know anything but itself and what's contained within itself. So when we're identifying as the ego, when we're identifying with the ego, then that's when it can make us think that it's the one in control and the one that thought of this desire thing, that you have this desire and it's so beautiful and wonderful, but you can't have it because you have to audition, perform for, qualify for it. Yeah, I hope that helps. And again, if you still need more clarity, let me know and we'll go about that a different way. All right.